Hello everyone, I'm Michelle Smith and welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time here, then welcome. I'm so happy you found me. I have a Dollar Tree DIY for you today. In today's crafting adventure, I'm going to show you how to make this beautiful leaf wall decor. I made this project using the new leaf form that you can find at Dollar Tree. Let me show you how to make it. To get started on today's project, you will need one of these new leaf wreath forms that you can pick up from the Dollar Tree. You're also going to need one roll of tulle. I've chosen to use this one, which is a really pretty gold glittered tulle. They have several different ones to choose from. They also have this one that I think is absolutely gorgeous that has the leaf pattern on it. You could choose to use this one or any color of the tulle that they have. Now it's going to take about 3 strips to cover the leaf. So you need to cut 3 pieces that are wide enough to cover the wreath form. So even a partial roll of tulle will work. Now when you attach the tulle to your wreath frame, you want to make sure that the wires that are attached are facing up. You want the flat side of your wreath to be facing down. I'm going to start up here at the top. So just go through and add a small bead of hot glue and doing small sections at a time right onto the frame. Then lay your tulle over. For projects like this, a silicone tool works very well. I picked this one up at the Dollar Tree, but any 100% silicone tool will work. That will allow you to press it down so that the hot glue attaches and you won't burn yourself. Then just slowly work around the outside of the frame and attach your tool. Now if you don't get it down smooth or flat, just lift it up and reattach till you get it laying smoothly. So I have my first piece of tulle attached. Now I'm simply going to take my scissors and go through and trim off any excess. Just get it as close to the frame as you can. Now I have my first piece on and trimmed out. Now I'm just going to move down and add my second piece. You just want to line that up as best you can. You don't really want to overlap it because you'll be able to see it. So just get it as close to the other one as you can. Tack it down the same way and trim it out. Once you get the second piece on, you'll want to do the same to the third until you have the leaf covered in the glittered tulle. I have all 3 pieces of my tulle attached and trimmed out. I'm very happy with that. I like the look. I also went back here at the tip, lifted up the tulle just a little bit so I could put a hanger, and then glued the tulle back down. Now you're going to need some jute cord. Dollar Tree carries 2-ply and 3-ply. You want to try to get the 3-ply. It's a little bit thicker than the 2-ply. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to wrap right here this stem. Start in the back here. And wrap the whole stem with your jute. Just add a little bit of glue on the back here to get it started. As you get to the top, you're going to need to add a little bit more glue to tack it down so it doesn't slide off as you're wrapping. And once you get to the top, go ahead and wrap back down. This way you can cover anything that you might have missed. And it makes it a little bit thicker. Once you're happy with it, just tack it down in the back. Just like that. Now I really like the shape and the way that they made this wreath frame, and I really want to show that part off. So now I'm going to go over all of the little veins here and cover them with the jute cord. I'm going to start up at the top here, and again just do a small section at a time. I'm going to go right down the center, then I will do the ones that come off the center, and then I'm going to go around the outside. So this is not difficult, but it is time consuming. You just need to have a steady hand and patience. So it looks just like that. See if I can turn. Yep. And now I'm going to work here on the veins inside the leaf. I have my leaf base done. I have it all trimmed out in the jute cord with the gold glittered tulle. I think it looks absolutely fabulous. Next, you will need one of the fall picks that you can pick up from Dollar Tree. They have several different ones to choose from. This is the one that I'm going to be using today. I also pulled out some pieces of fall leaves that are in complementary colors to the pick I've chosen. We're going to be using these to decorate our leaf form. Now my pick is going to be my main presentation on that. I just want to add a little bit more leaves around it. It doesn't have enough for me. So I've cut one stem long, and then the rest I've cut at about 2 to 3 inches. This longer one is going to help me in the back here. So I have a little bit more berries and some more leaves in the back. And then let's see which one's. So I like that, and then I think I'm also going to add even another one back here. I need more leaves on this. I'm just not happy with the amount of leaves that came. But my main is going to be my pick here, and I'm going to glue it right up inside here, the end. I just need to decide how far down I want this pick to come. Thinking about there, and then you want to leave about 1 inch to glue in underneath, and then anything past that you trim off. Now these are wrapped. It'll take you a little bit of time to get through that because you're cutting through about 3 or 4 different things at a time, so just keep turning it and squeezing until you're able to get through. So I took about that much off the bottom. Now before I glue that in, I want to add some to the back here. And take a little bit of hot glue, place it in between there, and stick in some leaves. Just make sure the leaves are facing the correct direction forward. Have it glued in there. Figure out where you want the others. And then I'm going to glue them to the stem here as well. Because I wrapped the base in tulle, there's not a lot to glue onto, so you want to make sure that you attach as much as you can to the stem before you place it on. Once you have the leaves in the background down and on your pick, add a good amount of hot glue to the last inch of your pick here. And then slide it up in between the rope there. And you can kind of play with your leaves and everything. Adjust it until you're happy with how it looks. I'm going to be adding some more leaves up here to hide this part, and then we'll be adding a bow. So with this, I'm going to add some hot glue to the stem and place it up inside the rope. Okay, and then just play with your arrangement. If you need to add more leaves, or if you want to use 2 picks instead of 1, however you want and however much you want to add. We're going to work on the bow now. This is the ribbon that I've chosen. You'll also need half a pipe cleaner. Cut a piece of your ribbon to 20 inches. Fold your ribbon in half to find the center. Pinch the center. Grab one end about 3 or 4 inches from the end. Pinch and pull to the center. Do the same thing on the other side. Wrap your pipe cleaner around the center. Pull to the back and give a good twist. Open up your loops and pull down your tails. Now take your time when you're fluffing your bow. This is the hardest part of bow making, is fluffing of your bow. Now I want to cover the center here of my bow. Cut a piece of ribbon approximately 3 inches in length, and then we're going to tri-fold it and wrap it around the center of the bow. Open up your pipe cleaners in the back. We're going to glue it down over the pipe cleaners. Add a dab of hot glue and wrap the ribbon around the center. You need to decide how tight or loose you want the center to be wrapped. Play with it for a little while until you're happy. Then glue it down in the back and trim off any excess ribbon. Make sure to leave your pipe cleaners on, as we're going to be using those to attach it to the wreath form. Now I want to add a little bit of a dovetail to my ends. So I'm simply going to fold them in half and cut at an angle. We'll be attaching the bow here at the base of the stem. Simply wrap the pipe cleaners around to the back, twist to tighten down. Then you want to take the ends and tuck it down behind the jute cord. Now that I have the bow on, I have this little bit of open space that I need to fill in. I'm just going to add a little bit more leaf and berries to fill it in. I think that looks much better. And there you go. We are all done. I'm really happy with how this turned out. I think it looks absolutely adorable. Something very different and unique. Well, I hope you enjoyed today's tutorial. If you did, please give me a big thumbs up and show me some love in the comments. This really does help support my channel. It lets YouTube know that I have content that's worth watching, and then they show it to more people and my channel grows. Thanks so much for stopping by. It's always a pleasure to see you. I hope everyone is staying happy, healthy, and strong. Have a great day, and I'll see you next time.